my shit, cause bitch, I'm the coach. I'm off in that water like a motherfucking boat. By myself, I'm just trying to keep
my boy Remo, the GOAT, pop my shit.
Ain't with all that talking, ain't with all that flossing. All my niggas bosses, we poppin' shit on the off. Shoot a nigga dead, not chalk him. If he try to run, I hawk him. If you wanna bump, I fall him. Hit him with the right, I call him.
Yeah. I like this song. It's my shit, boy. He put out some good music, but this one right here, sorry guys.
All right.
We're not ready yet. I'm gonna stop.
Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Hi, everyone.
Yes.
It is the official Purple Dank Infusions podcast class in session.
Hey, Purple Dank.
You hear it. You see it. Oh, that wasn't for y'all. Hey, let's get this. Hey, I think this is appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell the people who you are and make some introductions and what they can expect from your show. This is your first episode. You feel me?
The first one.
Ever.
Very first. So we popping cherries on today. Pop.
We just felt that, within our community of Black women, of Black men, enjoy smoking and eating and all things cannabis. We need our own forum. We need our own platform where we can educate each other. We can stay on top of current news, information, because there is so much stigma around cannabis, so the more you know, how does that jingle go? The more you know.
Yes. Something like that.
The more you know,
the better we're all off.
Right. So we're going to start with our first session, Introduction to Cannabis.
And that's what you have to people have to expect. Shout out Thugosa for tuning in. Y'all going to see the comments up here as they show up. I'll put them up there, and you can just, shout out the person, read the comment, because this is class in session. Class in session all across the board.
Okay,
it's the first one.
Our own PowerPoint that we put together. Okay, we put real work into this.
Okay, you better tell them. They got y'all fucked up. Right.
And with cannabis, yes, we enjoy it, but there's just so much to learn. And so we want to start off our first session with like a whole overview where we really just try to go a little heady, but it's not going to be like that all the time, but just to like build the foundation
as to, what we want people to know.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So.
Well, before we get into that, I don't know if this it includes straight facts about the industry, or does it include some facts about you guys as well?
Oh, all things.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I don't want to be too hasty and just jump right into the shit. I'm trying to get in your business first, and then you know what I'm saying.
Oh, we got our whole PowerPoint together, so
so we ready.
We'll just flow with it.
Yes. You got a comment up there.
Hey, Thugosa, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Happy to do it.
You got to read the comments for the listeners, guys.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
You got to read the comments.
Good to see y'all
educating us. Yes, we're here to educate.
Yes, this is the first episode, y'all, so we're going to be rocking along. But so the listeners, so we're broadcasting simultaneously on several platforms, visually and orally. So we have people tuned in all over the world, waiting to get this shit. Waiting to get this exactly. Hey, whatever language. Oh, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm bad. Let me get out that.
That's okay. So, my name's Ayana. This is my sister Jamila, and together we are Purple Dank. Purple Dank Infusions. Purple Dank Official.
PurpleDankInfusions.com.
Yes.
Right. So, okay, good. This is great. I love to see our work on display.
Yes.
You got a comment up there?
Okay, the motherfucking queens
in
the building.
Hey.
Thank
motherfucking right.
Yes.
Thank you
for tuning in.
There you go.
Right. Thanks. Yes.
Let's keep it going.
Okay.
So y'all just tell me, you know what I'm saying, when you want me to go to the next situation.
Okay.
Next, please.
Okay.
So we're going to try to keep it light for y'all, but to hit you with some, like we said, some foundational
knowledge.
Some
But even
must-knows.
before we get into that, we're just going to talk a little bit about ourselves.
Okay.
So if you can go to our slide 3.
Okay.
So, certifications.
Oh, people can get certifications?
Yes, you actually can get certified. It's not a joke.
Right. Okay, so I'll start with myself. Go ahead. I'm fabulous. Not born and raised in Houston, but lived here long enough to gotten my degree, my bachelor's from the University of Houston. Go Cougars.
Hey.
Got my master's at University of St. Thomas.
So you educated all the way.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, all of that was before. I mean, I actually started cannabis smoking and stuff my first year of college.
So before then, you had no kind of...
No.
She started late in the game.
I did too, friend. Don't feel bad.
Oh, we grew up with it just all around us. My parents were from the Caribbean. My dad was a Rastafarian. So it was Bob Marley and ganja all day.
All the time.
All the time. Yeah. But never really paid that much attention to it. It was just always in the background. But later on, after getting my degrees and working in corporate, just finding ways to, want to relax, get stressful.
Yes, okay, gotcha.
Stress, anxiety. Started looking more towards cannabis. Then we had a really good friend that had a bout with cancer.
Okay.
And so that really propelled us to, let's do the research.
And let's learn more.
Right.
To see how this can actually benefit our friend that's suffering, cancer.
Right. She was in a lot of pain. It was breast cancer.
Yeah.
And, the regular treatments, course of treatment, she didn't want to follow that. She wanted to incorporate cannabis into it. So that just took us on a journey. And through that journey, we found out about the Medical Cannabis Institute, which is affiliated with the University of California, San Francisco. Yes. They have really great programs and certifications. Doctors from all around the country take their certification courses so that they'd be able to actually prescribe cannabis. So they have state certifications as well as programs for people who are interested in the medical field or who are just interested in cannabis, period. So shout out to TMCI.
Hey.
And with them, I got my certification in the endocannabinoid system, or ECS, which we're going to talk about today.
Okay.
Also, the benefits of cannabidiol. You got to say it like
so there's different things. Cannabidiol, cannabinoid.
Right.
Yes, there's so many different terms here.
Cannabidiol is CBD.
Yeah. Okay, cannabidiol,
right.
CBD.
So
okay, got you.
Certification for cancer patients in CBD. Clinical applications of cannabis in cancer patients. So really trying to educate myself about how cannabis can work together with chemotherapy and other pain treatment programs. And we found a lot of good information on that. Also attended Colorado's Cannabis Training University.
CTU.
Yeah, they have a really good online program, guys. If you're interested, you should check them out. CTU. I got the certificates. It was like a master program. So I learned everything about extractions, growing, bud tending, infusions, you name it. I've studied it and I'm ready to share.
Okay. Do you think that was it easy for you to convince your friend to, be open to cannabis and cannabinoid use with her cancer?
She was already open.
She was already smoking.
Okay. We just found different things
smoking with purpose.
Yeah, smoking with a purpose.
Yeah, smoking with a purpose.
For a
purpose.
Edibles, introducing edibles. And extracts. And different ways.
That's how we got into infusions, triple DANK infusions. Just trying to come up with ways for her to actually take her medicine, where it wasn't just smoking,
right?
So started learning about how to do infusions and tinctures, and of course your canna butters and your cookies and all those edibles and all that stuff that we're going to get into. We're also going to teach y'all about edibles and concentrates and all the butters and waxes and sugars and stuff. But today, like I said, is just the basics.
We're going to take it a little bit easy on you guys today.
So Ayanna, tell us about yourself.
Well, so I've been in the corporate world for such a long time, and weed has helped me. Let me tell you, to get through these days, and stress, anxiety, things like that. I definitely do roll up and light one in the air.
She said it so prominently.
I do. And, I work from home, so that's even better, my situation.
Don't tell nobody. We be smoking at work.
Yeah, that's so what
right.
So, but I also went to the Medical Cannabis Institute and got certified in cardiovascular health and cannabis, as well as the medical and recreational use of cannabis. So, we did our research. We've done our research. We've gotten our certifications,
and we're still learning.
And we're still learning because there's so much more to learn.
Right.
Learn something new every day.
Right. Definitely. And so that leads us into our foundation, Purple Dank Foundation. That's why we created it. Our mission is to promote the advancement of cannabis education and eliminate the prejudice and discrimination surrounding cannabis use. I'm tired of people looking at me like I'm crazy. Or maybe it's just because I'm high and I'm paranoid and I think everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Either way, it's your business.
Exactly,
But, we're women, we're minorities, and we're educators, and, we're focused on just sharing this information to try to uplift, to try to educate our community.
Okay, Ace and Unique says, I need some bud as we speak.
All right, you better get yourself together.
You better get you some bud.
Okay.
And if you was up on the Purple Dank, then you would definitely be able to try these delicious caramel chews that I just had, because I'm finna have another one. Don't get it twisted. Pass the candy to the right hand side.
There you go, honey.
How come you handed hers and then made me get my own? I don't like that.
Unfair.
Look, she's acting funny.
Unfair.
Oh. So what you mean, yo sister? No, just okay. I love y'all's mission.
Oh man,
thank you. We take it seriously.
As we really should. And you know what's funny is this is slide 4 out of 20.
You better hurry up.
No, I said that to say 420. Come on, people. Gosh, please. We're going to be here. All right.
Moving on, though, according to the DEA, marijuana, they're classifying it as a Schedule 1 drug. Now, with Schedule 1, what they have it listed under is that it has no accepted medical use, they're highly addictive, and are likely to lead to abuse. When it comes to cannabis, all of this is false.
Right? Oh, okay?
False. It really is. It's false.
Love it.
There's so much more to cannabis as far as the health benefits. Right. It's not addictive. It's not going to lead you to abuse other drugs.
They do say they call it a gateway.
They call it a gateway, but to me, it's like, hey,
you know what
you're
that
gonna
is?
try
That's
some
fake
crack and
news.
some cocaine. You're gonna try it anyway without the weed.
What about the psychology of it?
Exactly.
We'll get into it.
Well, let me
a lot of people have just dependencies. It's not necessarily the drug that's addictive, but just maybe their own psychological dependency on it, their coping
with whatever.
Right.
So,
no, I definitely think I'm more addicted to cigarettes than I am to cannabis.
Yeah, I think you're addicted to cigarettes.
Well, I can't stop. I mean, I'm trying. I've gotten better using
you smoke with cigarettes.
Yeah, I've tried. I smoke heavier than her.
Hashtag Stizzy.
Stizzy.
I'm on Elf Bar 5,000.
Strawwana, 81.4% THC.
Oh, you talk about your cannabis pen. I have Watermelon Kush. It's 92.2% THC.
Shout out to Zen Leaf dispensaries in Arizona.
And Mint Leaf dispensaries as well in Arizona.
See, these are your future sponsors here for your show.
Hey.
Yes.
Send us your products. We will advertise them.
Yes.
And try them and review them.
Exactly. As well as all your questions. Comments.
If you have questions, please don't be shy. Report to the front of the class.
DM us on our Instagram. We are more than happy to help.
Purple Dank official Instagram.
So let's continue with this.
Okay, so as I was saying, all those things that they think about weed classifying it as a Schedule 1 is false. I like that bell.
I was trying to get it together.
We're going to use
I was waiting for the right moment. I tried to get it loaded slower because it was supposed to go when class was back. Okay.
This is the first show.
All right.
It's allowed. Okay. But so in January 2017, a committee of experts from the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine published a report summarizing research on the implications of cannabis, the use of it, and how it affects our health. So this report was evidence.
It was titled.
The health effects of cannabis and cannabinoids: the current state of evidence and recommendations for research. The entire report, as well as
we'll send you a link.
We will send you a link. Yes, as well as
it's too long.
Yes.
No,
so there is a strong evidence. This is what it says. There's strong evidence to support the conclusion that cannabis or cannabinoids are an effective treatment for the health endpoint of interest. So for this level of evidence, there are several supportive findings from good quality studies with very few or no credible opposing findings.
Okay.
So
and this was
what
from
they
the
found,
National Academies of Sciences,
Exactly.
Engineering, and Medicine, published in 2017.
They found that cannabis does have some health benefits, and it's not just Schedule 1. It really should be taken off that Schedule 1 list.
Right.
And we're hoping one day soon the federal government will open its eyes and get it together.
I believe the House did try to pass a resolution, and they did, but it's up to the Senate. Those conservative Republicans with sticks up their asses.
Oh wow!
Together with the program.
Yeah.
It's now 38 states legal, recreational or medicinal. So come on with it, people.
They really need to come on with
people
it.
need
Texas,
medicine.
we're talking, people.
Yeah, well,
Texas
even Texas is coming along because we are now medical.
Yeah.
So you can get your medical card here in Texas and go to a dispensary here in Texas.
You just can't get any flour.
You can't get any flour, no bud, but they do have all the extracts,
and
the
wax,
and stuff
the
like that.
oil and whatnot.
Right. So we'll talk more about that in another class too.
That's
okay.
But just in summary of that 2017 report, just to quote them real quick, there is conclusive and substantial evidence that cannabis or cannabinoids are effective for improving patient-reported multiple sclerosis spasticity symptoms. I guess that's all the
spasms.
So the oral cannabinoids are good for that.
Right. For the treatment for chronic pain in adults, cannabis, smoke it, drink it, eat it. Antiemetics, which is anti-vomiting in the treatment of chemotherapy. So it's great for the nausea and the vomiting that people experience in chemotherapy. And research has shown conclusively that there are positive links between CBD and epilepsy, leading to the FDA approval of cannabidiol, CBD, in 2018.
Cannabidiol.
Right, and that's how we came up with, not we, but they created Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web was like one of the first very high CBD strains out there on the market to actually deal with epilepsy. It was bred for this little girl that was having really, really bad seizures.
Right.
And they created that strain specifically to treat that. So, I mean, cannabis is a wonderful drug.
It is a wonderful drug.
It's a hell of a drug.
So, right? Hell of a drug. So, THC, it does have anti-cancer, anti-anxiety, anti-nausea effects, just to name a few. And it's the best antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antipsychotic, and even an anti-seizure medicine. It's all natural and non-habit forming. That's the key right there.
Right. So,
I think people need to understand when you say non-habit forming, it means that there's nothing in it naturally that makes you addicted, whereas a cigarette has nicotine, which chemically is addicting.
Right.
But people can be psychologically addicted to it on the strength of their own demise, their own volition.
Hey, everything in moderation. That's how I live life. I mean, if you want to try it, but take it easy, take it slow. Build up your tolerance and discover what you like, because cannabis is just so much variety, so many different strains that have, each one has their own, medical benefits, recreational benefits. So you got to find what works for you. Like for me, I love all things indica. The more purple, the better. I just love that shit. I love
the couch.
Yep, couch lock. Okay, because my mind is always going, which is the sativa, which is more cerebral. But we'll talk about that later too. I don't want to jump ahead.
Talk about it.
So definitely find what works for you. Cannabis. Okay, it affects the human body in so many different ways that we're going to talk about. So it's a complex system of receptors and enzymes and neurotransmitters that are
That's
all
important.
involved in producing both the positive and the negative effects of cannabis use. So together, what we call cannabinoids, they work together harmoniously, synergistically in the body, and it provides great relief to people in need. So it's just finding out, what works for you.
Exactly.
Shout out to Azon Unique. He said the creator put this here for me and you.
Exactly.
No, that's right.
Definitely.
It's natural from the earth.
Yeah. So how does cannabis work?
Okay, I'll let you go into that. She's all,
certified in the endocannabinoid
part
system,
of it.
the ECS.
Go ahead.
Right. Speaking of it, the endocannabinoid system, the ECS.
Okay.
It is comprised of a group of neuromodulators, which are the endocannabinoids, that bind to your cannabinoid receptors that we actually have, we're born with. Cannabinoid receptors that are found throughout our body, throughout our immune system, our nervous system, and these interactions affect both the central and the peripheral nervous systems. So the ECS is involved in processes related to pain, perception, mood, memory, reward. It regulates all those things, all those functions in our body. So that's amazing. I had no idea that we literally were born with cannabinoid and cannabinoid receptors in our body.
Yeah, throughout in our skin.
So what does that tell you? It's like we're supposed to consume it.
Duh.
We are it and it is us.
Exactly. So yeah, that is something good right there. Now, the human CBD receptor charts. I do have a slide for that. I think it's
we love our graphics, our visuals.
Yes, Hunty, and you serving them real good.
There we go.
It's up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blurry up there,
yeah, because the internet. It's not blurry like that in real life.
Yeah,
okay,
that's good.
Good.
We wanted to see this.
Yeah.
So that's the chart.
Yeah, the human CBD receptor chart. I just had to put that in for you. So it shows the endocannabinoid system with the CB1 and CB2 receptors and where they're found in your body. And the important fact that it's actually like a lock and key. That our body actually is looking for this key to unlock the then benefits or the functions that would get into gear and start working on that pain that you're feeling or that inflammation or the anxiety. So we're actually built to receive cannabis and for it to actually work throughout the body. And this is just a great visual right here that explains it all. So we have the cannabinoids, CBD, THC, CBN, there's also CBG, and they all fit like a lock and key into our own existing receptors. And all these receptors are part of the endocannabinoid system. So it impacts, like I said, the physiological processes, your memory, your pain, your central nervous system, all of those things. The endocannabinoid system actually regulates it. So like I said, CB1 receptor is found primarily in the brain, the central nervous system. They're located in your cerebellum, your brainstem. CB2 is found more throughout the body, like in your immune system, your liver,
and your skin.
That's why a lot of cannabis creams and stuff work so well for people that have like rashes or inflammation or even skin cancer. Right. RSO was developed for that, for skin cancer. So we're going to take a break.
No, we have a song Unique.
Oh, I saw Unique. Thank you so much for commenting. It says, but also causes arousal.
Yes, that is true.
It's a whole other topic
that we can definitely talk about. Yeah, there are certain strains that really make you wet. So we can find out about that.
Definitely.
Well, geez. Thank you for that tidbit, Asan. Do you think it's certain strands that might work more in that direction than others?
Oh yeah, definitely there are. I tell people, research your strengths. Research when you get a strain, see what it does. You may be feeling a certain type of way, and you smoke this kind of bud, and then it has you feeling, all kinds of different ways that you didn't want to feel.
Right.
It's good. Whenever I get any weed, I look it up and see what Hey, what am I looking at here? What am I about to put in my body?
Right.
Okay, and how am I going
Indicas
to
make me
feel?
horny. So.
Oh,
I just want to say
Indicas are
in
my
the couch
favorite.
with another nigga.
that. No, my husband.
Well, I was not talking about you specifically,
Oh, yeah,
but I was saying in general. But
in general.
excuse us non-husband having indica smoking bitches.
Okay.
On that note, I think we will take a break. Yo.
This is out of session.
It's refuge.